You're not bashful, and I can do this. Okay. Well, good morning from CRS again. This is Hal Willis, American Music Channel, at the Country Radio Seminar with Greg Clark. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, likewise.
We just met about 2 minutes ago, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I feel like we're old friends now.
That's right.
So I come out from them thar hills out in Arkansas. I climbed down from a tree to be here.
Okay. Well, you have shoes on.
I do. It really helps with like the bark burn and all that. Yeah, so I was in some Arkansas, some bands in that area, and we were doing the thing out there. And eventually, I figured it was time to come to Tennessee and learn a little bit more about the music industry, and just level up a little bit, and make some new friends, and just see where the music takes me.
So you've been playing music at home for a long time?
Since about 2009, I've been playing guitar.
Uh-huh.
Since about 2014, I've been playing guitar well.
And singing all along?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, somebody's trying to tell us something. I think we have somebody else coming in. We're in demand here. So you're
too popular for our own good.
Do you write songs too?
Yes, sir. Every day. I try to crank one out every day.
Right. Do you have co-writers? A lot of people do that.
Typically, no. I've only ever done that once or twice, and one of them was a good experience. One of them was kind of meh, but mostly, growing up out in the woods, I kind of just had to, make my own sort of world out there, and so I ended up kind of just getting pretty deep into like my own little Greg ethos, I guess. And so usually I do it myself mostly, and then just kind of, if anybody wants to come along, then they're welcome to. I encourage my friends to jump on board, do a show together time to time.
How long have you been in Nashville?
Actually, tomorrow will be a year.
Oh, great.
Yes, sir.
Did you go to school in Arkansas?
I did, briefly. I had about 2 semesters of university, and I decided to myself, I said, go back to the farm. And I was a postman for a while. I was actually delivering mail right up until about a couple days before I came here. And I was like, all right, time to go wash dishes and play music. And today I'm all out of dishes.
All right. So what's your day job now?
What you see here.
Okay, good. Good that you're able to do it full time. That's kind of the life of an entrepreneur. It only works if you do it full time.
Absolutely.
You can't have
burn your ships.
So Mark Cuban said, if you have an exit strategy, you're not serious about it.
Yep.
Yeah. I like that story about burning the Indians.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna ships and went across to attack another tribe or whatever, and the chief burned the ship so they couldn't get back, so they had to win.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the way I look at things. It's a little tricky that way, but it works.
Yeah, freelance life has its ups and downs.
Yeah. So tell me about your music.
It's kind of a supernatural sandwich of like all my favorite moments of music history, and then kind of with a little bit of like, my own kind of notion of kind of where I would like for it to be in the future. So
cool.
If you can imagine, it's really the kind of thing you have to like experience, like at a show or on the record. I've actually got a music video out on YouTube right now for my song "Brighter Day," and that one got me through some stuff. And it's kind of making waves back in my old stomping grounds. Figure people were waiting long enough for me to, get something out there, something new. And so I was like, all right, music video. Started a brand new YouTube channel just for that. And I was like, I kind of want to have the platform established first, but maybe this is kind of a first fruits sort of scenario.
Well,
and so I was like, all right.
We can put you on our site, too, and link over to that.
I mean, that'd be splendid.
We need to do that. That's pretty easy to do. If you have a Facebook account, you can just click a button on our page to log in with Facebook, and it sets it up. pull some of your photos over. It doesn't do the whole thing, but we're
That'd be splendid.
We're like LinkedIn a little bit because you can put a bio up there.
Yeah.
And we're like Facebook because it's easy to use and people can like your stuff and share it.
That's pretty cool.
You can share it to Facebook and LinkedIn. So
yeah,
I think we have the best mousetrap out there. Thanks to Dr. Steve here.
Dr. Steve.
So you're performing around Nashville?
Yes, sir.
A lot?
Oh, whenever I can,
Good.
pretty much. Whenever, I kind of get a sense of like this person here right now, I can feel like maybe some strife that I might have the cure for, or like where the cure might be accessed, and I feel like that's really the main reason that we have music, is like it's just like a way to bring healing into the world, and bring people together.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like if I find myself in a situation where I can give back, then I will, play for, less than I normally would financially, or even, maybe I would donate my time sometimes. Or, I'll do like, bar gigs, whatever, what have you.
It's hard to get paid for playing live in Nashville, I think, but you got to do it. I've taken artists to major record label A&R folks to see about a record deal, and they walk in with their CD in hand, and the guy says, I don't want to hear that. I want to see you play live, so I know who you are, and make sure you know who you are, and what music fits your personality and your voice. You don't know that. Yeah. How many times have you performed live?
And that's I like to record live. Like that music video was like a one take, like straight live, and it just happened to like have like sort of like this magical like cinematic simplicity. Like their porch lights were on, it was raining. Gotta check it out. It's special. But yeah, like live is where it's at. That's the real deal, Like back in the day, they recorded live. Like you listen to all the like old school, like the classics. That was live. The Beatles recorded live, and
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
They all did.
4-Way Street album. Yeah, that's cool.
So
we've done a few live. We've done one artist did a few songs in Steve's studio in his basement. It wasn't live. We recorded it, but I think we might do it live the next time.
Yeah,
she was a little nervous about doing it live, and I thought you're gonna have to do it live sooner or later.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of where I'm. I'm like, all right. If this is how I sound right now, then it's how I sound right now. And if I'm going to be playing a show, like if I'm leveraging this recording into a show later, it better be, pretty close to how I actually sound.
Yeah, and she wanted to do another take. She said, I messed up. I said, and everybody said, where? I said, I know what you're talking about. You hesitate a little bit, but people don't notice that.
Nobody
unless
notices.
They are really in tune with what you're doing. So.
Yeah, people like us might notice, but we know how it is too. It's like, you pulled that off. That's great.
I keep telling people I don't know anything about music, but nobody believes that.
I don't believe it for a second, honestly.
I was never a musician. I was a jockey, went to law school, and ended up in a good place. But I've sure listened to a lot of it. Yeah, we had I was judging a songwriting contest from another state for somebody else, and one guy had 2 songs that I listened to, and Steve was on the other side. We got a office of sorts, lab in my great room with a big whiteboard, and he was on the other side of the whiteboard. I said, does that sound familiar? And he said, yeah, what is it? And I told him, I just instantly knew the name of the song, and then I played another one by the same guy, and I said, that's an infringement too. So,
oh dear.
So I guess they think there's nobody around that heard these songs 25 years ago.
Yeah.
But and I don't know if it's intentional. You ask people how they write songs, and they've heard all of this stuff. How can you not have that influence you?
Yeah.
What are some artists that have influenced you?
Boy, oh boy. I'm kind of all over the spectrum, like, music history wise. Like, I've kind of been digging back and getting into like a lot of Big Star, the Beatles, Fleetwood Mac, and then like right up through like, the 80s and 90s. Like I'm a big Jim Blossom's fan. Thinking about starting a Jim Blossom's tribute band. They're still around though, so I don't know if that would be redundant. Stuff like that. Just kind of like, I don't know, like I'm somewhere at the point of just like vintage and then chill, but also quite virile. So like some energy.
My son got me to listen to the Avett Brothers. Do you like them?
I dig the Avett Brothers.
Yeah.
They're like one of my brother and I, like, we both love them a lot. Yeah. I'm all about some Avett Brothers for sure.
I didn't quite get that, but he's into all that eclectic stuff.
Yeah.
He's a real intellectual. So do you have a performance coming up that we can help advertise for you here?
Of course. I've actually got 3 shows this month. This Saturday, February the 10th, at Flat Rock Coffee. It's my dear friend Melinda's birthday. That's her show. Whole show is dedicated to Melinda.
What time is that?
6, I believe.
Okay.
And then the following day, February 11th, at Cafe Coco, that's at 7. And then Friday, February the 16th, I'm playing this event called Chill Pill Sessions. It's taking place at Douglas Corner Cafe. And that, I believe, is either 6 or 7 as well. But that can be, you can get on Facebook or whatever and just, search Chill Pill Sessions and you'll find it.
Do you have a website?
Yes, sir. It's, Facebook.com/Greg Roy Clark. I'm working on like a website proper right now.
Okay.
Like I've got it all put together. I'm about ready to launch that.
You might not need one if you sign up on our site.
That's what I'm going to do this evening.
You can do a lot there.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's definitely something I'm going to look into.
You can load your performances, your events there, and we're working on some software that lets people put in their zip code, and an event comes up if you're in our database.
That's pretty nifty.
Yeah.
That's something I'm going to do that today. Honest to all goodness.
Steve can do anything.
I believe it.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about?
Well,
you probably need to move on.
I reckon. Hey. Howdy, family. And also, I have launched recently an apparel brand named after my song Brighter Day. So it's called BrighterDayThreads.com if you want to deck yourself out in some tasty garments. So my name's Greg Clark. And I'm hanging out with Hal, Mr. Hal, Dr. Steve from American Music Channel.
All right.
This has been a treasure.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you later on.
Hey, thank you all, sirs.
Sure.